With that, we'll send it over to Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis. They've got the call in this Week 5 matchup.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the StubHub Center, 20 miles south of downtown L.A. The scene here in Carson a moment ago. Both teams making their way out of the tunnel. Phillip Rivers, now the main man here in L.A., as his Chargers will match up with the New England Patriots. Hi, everybody. Brandon Guyton alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this Charger club entering play here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row. On the other side of the field for the visiting Patriots, they come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And if you look back to last week, it was all about their defense. Anytime you hold an NFL team to single digits, that's saying something.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. They'll be led out by their veteran quarterback out of North Carolina State. It's Phillip Rivers.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win like a good pitcher without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
And some room to work. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. 6 yards here to go for the offense on 2nd down. Rivers to throw it. Shakes off the sand. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Charger first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The numbers for him from a week ago. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Ball spotted at the 4. It's second and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal.
Partner, when it's a goal-to-go situation, if you're on the field on defense, you have to know that you may be called on to make a tackle at any time. Here, the cornerback does exactly that. Plays the run really well and makes a big play.
Seventh play coming now on this opening drive. This is third and goal. Rivers now. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on fourth and goal. On fourth down, Anthony Lynn says, let's go for 3. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And a kick by Elliott is good. An update from Denver. And the Jags, they're out to an early lead there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. So the folks here in the stands this afternoon, they're happy about that one. Their guys get the early advantage after the opening drive field goal.
And they should be happy. Their guys look good getting down the field, and that's got to give them hope that good things are in store here today.
Start the drive with a give to White. Space to maneuver at the 40. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fifth defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield, hit you little people.
Good run there.
But when it comes to the running game, the New England Patriots, they're one of the few teams in the NFL that I don't think care much about balancing things out.
Last year, to your point, 5th in passing yardage, number 30 in the run game.
What they want to do each and every week is make a game plan based on their opponent, not so much their own personnel, and they try to attack that way.
Time running out here on the play clock. On second down, here's Trubisky. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill out the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, Trubisky. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Trubisky will throw. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. He's had it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
On 3rd down, Rivers. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us want to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Now Trubisky on first down. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Shedding the tackle, and it gives him some room. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They run the counter now on first down. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Don't forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, we'll send you to Orlando and Larry Ridley as he'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. But no touchdown. You guys need to give Larry some touchdowns to talk about.
Things are too easy for him right now back in the studio. Come on, guys. Help the man out. Give him something to talk about.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you throw lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy.
And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Hunter Henry, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it works very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? And maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And got his man complete. Give him 30 yards there.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
He's airing it out for Whip, and this is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Tyrell Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots are back within a score. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And we spotlight Keenan Allen as he gets set to go back to work. Not only does he not have a catch, I don't think he's been targeted in this game, but they're winning.
And if you ask a receiver of his magnitude, he'll tell you that it's because everyone is focused on him anyway. Okay, you've taken it away. No catches, no targets, but we're still winning. I've opened things up for the rest of my team. I know how receivers think.
They've been using him as a decoy, and effectively so. Rivers now to throw on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Rivers on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jarrad Davis. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Rivers now on second down. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Now whistles blow and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Chargers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. This is Carson. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So on 4th down, here's Matt Darr to kick it away. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. And we move to spotlighting Brandin Cooks. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? Second quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us. But sometimes that's just not good enough. Sometimes you have to take what you want, and that means getting him the football.
Yeah, so far just a single catch in this game. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And you can almost feel Trubisky saying, let's get to the line and hurry up. They go play action. Trubisky. They'll find a man over the middle. It's Golladay. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. And before we could even hear from Larry, we're back and ready to go in Week 5. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now a carry for White. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play there for New England. 45 yards. Trailing here in the 3rd, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Gun, Trubisky. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks right at the line of scrimmage. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. The play clock's running down.
Let's go.
On third down, Trubisky. Throwing left side, he's got Gronk complete. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Fresh set of downs here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. They'll need to get the play off quickly. On 3rd down, that's Wilson. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
So the drive takes him inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Third and long for Rivers. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Here's Matt Darr now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Might have been one man away from 6 points. As it stands, it's a huge return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. Takes this to the 45. Broken tackle. Brought him a little extra space. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7. Leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Trubisky now off the bootleg. And this one is incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's 3rd and short. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, they're always trying to get him the football.
On 3rd down, it's White, and this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't it?
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
And they give this time to the tailback. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Rivers. And this is going to be incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
Here's Matt Darr now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken at about the 14. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Patriots take over. So the Patriots coming out now. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one.
Let's go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there to swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. And the tight end goes in motion left. On 3rd down. That's White. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Call it a 4-yard pickup, but it leaves him a few inches short here on 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the 1st down, close it out.
Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. 1st down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Philip Dorsett, his first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. They're in the 4th quarter in Denver. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Rivers has been through this many times as he'll hustle his guys to the line. They'll look to throw. Allen has it, left side. And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the play. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Back to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Burke. Now before the 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. He's back to throw. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Over. Watching now. Green. Gone.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Now it's Trubisky. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. Now there's the timeout signaled for with 2 seconds to go. And the field goal unit likely trying to send this one to overtime. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. And this one is right through. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.